Hello there, it's Arya and welcome to my another master study painting process. I'm just taping my watercolor paper block to size and folding in the extra flap to the edges since I plan to put a lot of layer on this painting and sometimes the paper curl and unstick from the block, so this just prevents that from happening. This painting is actually a close-up from a painting of Cleopatra and the Dying of Mark Antony made by this Italian artist called Pompeo Girolamo Battoni. I'm so sorry if I butchered that. But I really loved the expression of Cleopatra in this painting and hopefully I can capture that as a close-up detail. Here I'm just sketching it first, making sure the placement is all good before I sketch it more detailed. And yes, I did paint it mirror. That's because I was using the prints that I found on the matte website as my sketch reference because I just couldn't find any non-pixelated image of the painting version since I tend to zoom the image pretty close. I will be painting this with my Mia gouache today since it is my new obsession and I haven't touched my watercolor paint in a while because of that. As you can see, I did a very thin underpainting already. I think this helps me a lot to figure out the contrast of the painting that I'm trying to achieve. And I approached this paint like a watercolor for the first couple of layers since I'm really not sure how this is going to go on yet and I would like to figure it out slowly as I go. And in some point behind the camera, I colored the background a bit since I'm having trouble to figure out how dark the shadows should be. And I'm just pulling some of the colors from the background into the subject so they blend in together a little bit more and that would prevent the subject looking like a cutout paper. I underpaint the hair with diluted yellow ochre. And while waiting for that to dry, I did a little bit of shading on the clothes. And also added a thin layer of black in the background so I can see how dark the shading for the hair I need to paint. And here I finally starting to paint the hair. Not gonna lie, the hair is pretty intimidating for me That is also why I started with the face first, since now it is too much of my time poured into this already and I just can't call it quits. So I just try to work it in 2 sections at a time. That way, while I finish working a layer on a section, I can work on another section while waiting for the first section to dry. And just repeat those over and over. And a quick intermission, I wanted to show you guys this lamp that I got that is freaking adorable. And also, I framed one of my painting and I'm very happy with it. By the way, this print is still available on my Etsy shop. Okay, back to the painting. I know this video makes it look like I did this painting in a day or two, but the truth is, I did this in a span of around 10 days since I do have a day job and I try to paint this every day little at a time after my work hours. Plus, me having the attention span of a pup doesn't help as well. At this point, it's just a lot of adding the last bit of details and just keep adding darker shading to it to make sure the color of the background and the subject blends nicely. I added a little bit of wash of turquoise and green where all the fabric is, so it looked a bit less monochrome other than the cheeks. It is very subtle, but I think it ties everything together nicely. I did spray paint this with a fixative and ended up messing the background a little bit and proceed to cut it all up so it fits the frame that I bought. But I think it looks good. That is all for today. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye!